guys, welcome to my video today. And for those who don't know me, my name is Andrew Balcom. I'm a stock photographer and videographer based in the Netherlands. I'm Australian by origin, and I primarily do videos about stock photography, and sometimes I go out in the street and vlog what I'm doing, and also out in the wilderness and do a lot of stock nature photography. So if that's something interesting to you, then feel free to follow along. Today's video is going to be something different. I was going to go outside, but one downside of living in the Netherlands is the weather, especially in the winter time. And there was just too much rain and wind to go out and do the shoot that I planned, which was conceptual photos and videography about road rage. But it didn't happen today, so plan B. And plan B is stock photography inside. And it's going to be in two phases. I'll be doing stills and videography. So I'll be emptying my cupboards for anything I can get my hands on. Detailed photos and videos of those products. So I went to a store and bought some CBD oil tablets, which are based on cannabis, and they're legal for sale in the Netherlands. So let's get started, and because it's dark outside, I'm going to need some help with lighting, so let's set up my lighting pack. So I'll just quickly tell you about my setup for this shot. I'm using two white card boards, which I got from an art shop, and I think they cost around €8 for the two of them. And I've just set it up on my table here and used a box to support the cardboard on. And that gives a really clean background and foreground for the shots. And a couple of things that I always do when I do indoor stock photography is I always make sure my lenses are clean. And because I'll be using really small apertures to try and get as much depth of field in my photo as possible, I use a tripod as well, so that I'm as stable as possible. And I put my shutter on a 2-second timer, so the camera is also very still after I press the button. I don't have an L bracket on my tripod, so I did have to shoot some handheld, but I got my lights in really close, so I think they will work out fine. The shutter speed was around a 60th of a second. I have image stabilization on my lens, so I'm thinking they will be okay. We will find out in the edit. Another thing is my lens, my Sigma 17-50 lens is semi-macro, so it's really handy for getting in close for those up-close detailed photos. And now I'm going to move over to a smaller table, and we're going to do some shots with honey using clamps. Very exciting. Well, it's taken a bit of DIY to set up the honey shot. I'll just run you through it. I've got my camera here set up on the tripod, and I've got a couple of clamps here, and one has some tape on it which is holding this spoon, and you've got the white background there, and underneath I've just got a plate to collect the honey, and I've got my lens set on 50mm. It's very ad hoc, but I think it will do the job. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so that was pretty challenging. I took both video and stills of the honey, and I got my little helper here to pour the honey while I was taking the photos. I had a couple of mishaps. I got honey on my lovely white background, which means I'll have to go back to the art store and purchase another one. But overall I think I got the shots that I was looking for and the video that I was looking for, and we'll move on to the next subject. Okay, the next shot we're going to do is Greek yogurt with walnuts. I've got my yogurt here and my walnuts. I'm going to pour it into this bowl, and we're going to get some movement with some video by pouring the yogurt into it. And after that I'm going to take some stills of the walnuts on the yogurt. Now the piece de la résistance, the honey. I got some video of the yogurt being poured into the bowl, and then the walnuts being poured into the yogurt, and then the honey being poured onto both of them. And I took some wide angle shots and close-up shots, and then I basically repeated the same thing with photos. Okay, so there's some of the things that you can do when you're on a budget shoot and you don't want to spend too much money for your stock photography, and you only have a few props to help you. But I feel that creativity can bring you a long way, and also trial and error. You just have to try different things until they work, or if they don't work, then try something else. And I hope you got some good tips out of this or had fun watching it. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye!